Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's get into it. The NFL season is finally here, and there's always that buzz, that excitement that runs through the city of Chicago when the Bears kick off a new campaign. Last week marked the beginning of what promises to be an intense and unpredictable season. And of course, the opener at Soldier Field gave us plenty to talk about. The Bears faced off against the Minnesota Vikings, a division rival, and it was a game that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. Chicago fans were riding high, optimistic about their team's chances, especially after a series of promising offseason moves and the emergence of some young talent. But as always in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed, and last week proved that once again. The game started with a lot of hope and energy. The Bears came out firing, and their offense looked poised to take control early on. Caleb Williams, the young quarterback who's been generating a lot of buzz since he arrived, really showed some flashes of brilliance. If you've been following his progress since last season, you already see that he's better, more confident, and more accurate on the field. His connection with the receivers was looking sharper, and he showed great pocket awareness, which was something fans and analysts criticized him for last year. The Bears' offense moved the ball well, and they managed to get ahead in the game, creating that electric atmosphere at Soldier Field, a place known for its passionate fanbase and that unique, roaring energy that can sometimes give the home team an edge. But as anyone who watched the game knows, the Vikings are a tough team, and they showed why they're still a force to be reckoned with. In the second half, Minnesota mounted a surprising comeback, flipping the script and ultimately stealing the victory in the final moments. That's the thing about the NFL, no lead is safe, and every game is a test of resilience, mental toughness, and execution. The Vikings played a gritty game and their comeback was nothing short of impressive. They managed to turn things around, and as the clock ran out, the final score reflected their perseverance and ability to capitalize on crucial moments. For the Bears, especially playing at home, that loss stings, but it's important to keep perspective. It's just one game, and in the NFL, one game doesn't define a season. What's more encouraging for Bears fans is the way Caleb Williams performed overall. Despite the loss, his numbers were a marked improvement from last year, and his performance suggests he's heading in the right direction. He's showing the kind of growth that gives fans hope for the future. The offensive line did a decent job protecting him, and the young receivers stepped up when it mattered most. Of course, there's plenty to work on: consistency, reducing turnovers, and refining timing. But the signs are positive, and that's what really matters early on in the season. Now, looking ahead, the Bears are set to face their next big challenge, a rematch against the Detroit Lions, a team that's been on everyone's radar for different reasons. And this time, it's personal. Lions, coached by Dan Campbell, are coming off a tough loss in their opener against the Green Bay Packers, and that's a motivational factor in itself. Campbell, a fiery coach known for his passion and no-nonsense attitude, isn't one to shy away from the spotlight. He's already making headlines with his comments about the upcoming game, and you can tell he's determined to send a message to the Bears and the league that Detroit is still a team to be feared. During a recent conference, Campbell didn't hold back. He made it clear that he's confident his team will bounce back and that they're focused on winning at home. "We're going in and getting ready to play Chicago. We're going to win this game," he said with conviction. That's a bold statement, but Campbell's confidence is backed by his team's talent and hunger. The Lions, after all, have a solid roster led by Jared Goff, who's been showing why he's considered one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the league. His ability to read defenses and distribute the ball effectively is something the Bears' defense will need to contain if they want to come out on top. But it's not just about Goff. The Lions are known for their physical style of play, especially on offense. Their offensive line is formidable, and their running game, combined with Campbell's aggressive play calling, makes them a tough opponent. The Bears' defense, which had some ups and downs in the opener, will have to tighten up and execute better if they want to slow down Detroit's attack. That's the challenge for Chicago, to learn from that initial setback improve, and show that they're ready to compete at the highest level. Campbell also spoke about the youth of his team, acknowledging that some of his young players struggled in the first game. But he's optimistic that these experiences will serve as lessons and that they'll only get better with time. Youth can play a part in it, he said. We had some young guys that struggled yesterday. I didn't think it would be the best performance they'll have all year, but it wasn't good enough. Good news is, there's nowhere to go but up, and up they will go. That kind of mindset is what makes Campbell's Lions dangerous. They're hungry, they're motivated, and they believe in their potential. And for the Bears, this game against the Lions is more than just a division rivalry. It's a chance to prove that they're heading in the right direction after that tough loss. The team's coaching staff, led by Ben Johnson, is well aware of the challenge ahead. Johnson, who's from the Detroit Lions coaching tree, knows this team inside and out. He's a bright offensive mind, and his familiarity with Detroit's tendencies could be an advantage for Chicago. But more than anything, it's about execution, mental toughness, and that playoff mentality that coach Matt Eberflus keeps emphasizing. The Bears are a team that's still building, still learning, but they have the talent and the drive to turn things around quickly. Of course, fans are already buzzing about what's next. Is Caleb Williams truly the franchise quarterback they've been waiting for? Can the defense tighten up and become a real force? Will the Bears' running game, which showed some sparks in the opener, find more consistency? These questions are on everyone's mind as they analyze the team's trajectory after just one game. But the optimism remains, and the passion of the Chicago faithful is unmatched. They believe in their team, in that blue and orange spirit, and they're hungry for more wins. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in recent memory. The Packers, Lions, Vikings, and Bears all have something to prove, and that's what makes this season so exciting. Every game counts, and each team has its own story of redemption, growth, and aspirations for the postseason. The Bears, with their young core and new coaching staff, are in a phase of transition. But it's a transition filled with promise. The energy at Soldier Field, the passionate fans, and that relentless drive to succeed, all of it makes Chicago football special, and it's why we're all glued to our screens. As we look ahead, the matchup against the Lions is going to be a defining moment early in the season. It's a chance for the Bears to bounce back from that initial disappointment and show the league what they're really made of. The Lions, hungry to prove themselves after a tough loss, will be fired up and ready to go. And the NFL, as always, promises another thrilling chapter in this NFC North rivalry. The stakes are high, the drama is real, and the passion runs deep in Chicago. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, for all of you Bears fans, I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think about that game against the Vikings? Are you feeling more optimistic about Caleb Williams and what he's shown so far? Do you believe the Bears can turn things around quickly and beat the Lions? Or are you worried about the defense and some of the issues they need to address? Drop your comments below, we love hearing from you. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. This season is just beginning, and it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep that Chicago Bears spirit alive. I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and insights into everything happening in the NFL, and of course in Chicago. Until then, enjoy the ride, Bears fans, because this season is just getting started, and the best is yet to come.